सब लोग श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। फर्स्ट पढ़ेंगे सुप्रीत भगवान श्री कृष्ण। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरु चरण कमलेभ्यो नमो नमः। वक्रतुंड महाकाय कोटि सूर्य समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु सरस्वती रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु बुद्धिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। हरि ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम पशुनं पतिं पापनाशं परेशं गजेन्द्रं यकुक्षं वरेण्यं वरेण्यं जतानकव्यं सुकृतं गवारि महादेवमेकं स्मरामि स्मरामि। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचारुमर्दनं देवकी परमानंदं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ओम देवकी नंदाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो कृष्णः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं कहते गिरिं यत् कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनायश्च नन्दगोकुमाराय श्रीकृष्णाय नमो नमः। Everybody together. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. बड़े भये नंदलाला तेरी राहत के ब्रिजमाला। बड़े भये नंदलाला तेरी राहत के बाल बाल कैसे पूछे कहाँ के पूरे निवाला Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki. Hey, come on. It's Krishna Janamashtmi, the birth of Lord Krishna. So, I'm going to do one more time. Prem Se Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki. Now you guys are doing well. Devotees, first and foremost, let me say to each and every one of you a very warm Pujal Pranam and happy Krishna Janamashtmi to each and every one of you. Devotees, how many of us this morning when you wake out of bed, you turn to the person beside you and you wish them a happy Krishna Janamashtmi? Other than your Facebook, everybody was sending Facebook happy Krishna Janamashtmi all day. My phone is probably still going bling 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 right now with happy Krishna Janamashtmi. Devotees, and indeed it is a joyous occasion. It's an occasion that all of us, we must learn to enjoy the beauty of the birth of our God, the birth of our Savior, the birth of the Bhagwan that controls every single sense within our body. His name is Krishna. And tonight, devotees, would have been the night that he would have taken birth into this world. And here, devotees, this is why tonight all of you would have made that effort to come out in volume to celebrate this wonderful birth. For that is the birth of our Bhagwan. And devotees, to all of you coming, I must say how blessed it is indeed to see all of you. You know, with this Krishna Jan, devotees, I've seen even some people, I see for a long time. And they're all here in the mandir, all of you know yourself, you know who I'm talking about. So today I must say how much blessed I feel to be into beautiful satsang with all of you this wonderful evening as we glorify Bhagwan in one of the most beautiful format, and that is in the form of puja, bhajanam, kirtanam, to perform his worship. And that, Lord Krishna, devotees, without hesitation, all of you can consider yourself being blessed to be into mandir this evening to perform his worship. For those of you who are joining us in the various platforms that is available at this time, I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you for permitting us to come into your home. My pranam, sitaram to you. Also happy Krishna Janamashmi to you as you celebrate this wonderful day. And so that you can be in the comforts of your home where you can sit and pray with us and glorify Bhagwan. You know, there are many this particular evening that I am aware of that devotees will be watching this program in a hospital, one, and number two, in nursing homes. And to those seniors, I want to say, may Bhagwan Shri Krishna bless you and help you in whatever ailment that you may have as well at this particular time. But the effort that you've made to listen to the stories and the worship of Bhagwan Shri Krishna this evening speaks, my fellows, multifold in our lives. And here, devotees, you know, I received a phone call from a mother who's in a hospital, and he said, Baba, unfortunately, I can't walk anymore, and I wish I could be in satsang. All of us who are comforts, that we have the ability that we can walk and we can speak, devotees, take advantage of it. Because, my friends, this mother, when she called me today, she said she couldn't walk, and you know, if she was able to, she would have been into satsang. Let us take advantage of the blessings that God has given to us. And so, this evening, devotees, all of us will glorify, will learn about the birth of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, how he came into this world, and we will learn from the Bhagavad Mahapuran, devotees, of the teachings that is being given to us. It says here, the devotees, according to the Bhagavad Mahapuran, it says that Mother Earth was going through a very rough turmoil. Just like you see now, there was sins, there was, devotees, a lot of demonic qualities on the land. And it says that devotees, it says that the evil were rampant in the world. Now, think of today's life that we're living, devotees. And we look into the world today and you see there are so much evil things that is happening. Today, you know, last week I was telling you, you even look at somebody a little bit long and all of the automatically, devotees, what happened? If you look, you can't even watch people these days. This is how this world is running, right? You know, a couple of months ago, I heard somebody say, hey, you know what, Mr. Devote, I hear that guy say. And then the mother told him, say, hey, you know, si Pandit na diyan nyo. He said, oh my God, do you hear me? Right? No, Pandit na here, di na again. Right? You see, devotees? So this is why we must pay attention to the things that we talk and the way we live our life. And here, devotees, it says that this earth was going through so much of turmoil, that there was so much hatred, there was so much jealousy. All of this was happening on this earth. But it says that the noble and the good couldn't, devotees, stand for this. They don't know what to do. So what did they do, devotees? The only thing they decided to thankful God, they decided to devotee start to perform prayers to Bhagwan. See, when we go through difficulties and turmoil in our lives, we need to turn to God. And it says, upon doing that, devotees, it says that the Supreme Lord, keeping to his promise to his children, and you know what he did? He says, and embraced devotees' children, and says that, according to the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan Krishna tells us so beautiful. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvavati bharat abhyutanam dharmasya tadatmanam sujamya. Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Shri Krishna, devotees, in chapter 4 verses 7 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam dharmasya tadatmanam sujaya. It says here, the devotees, it says that whenever and wherever, understand this, when Bhagwan speaks, whenever or wherever there is a decline in dharma, in religious practice, devotees, he says, in my kingdom, devotees, all of us are only permitted to live in this world. We're given and we're granted a period of time to stay in this world. But this world doesn't belong to none of us. And here devotee Bhagwan Krishna says, he says, whenever and wherever there is a dharma, whenever there is, undisciplinedness, evilness into this world, into my kingdom, he says, rest assured, my child. He says, I shall take birth and free this world from its birth. Lord Krishna declares that. And this is why, devotees, year after year, we celebrate his birth. And devotees, he went on. And what did he say? He says, the devotees, all the children of God, they're crying and praying and asking for his, his grace, his mercy. And what happened? Shri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari He Nate Maharaj. Here, Bhagwan Krishna made it very clear. He says, Paritnaya sadhunam, devotees, he says, for the protection of the virtuous, those that is holy, those that perform puja, prayer, those that remembers God, those that listen to the hymns of God, those that devotees assemble in religious congregation, that is devotees, the virtuous. And to destroy the evildoer, he says, and to uplift dharma firmly, I will take birth, age after age. This is one of the reasons devotees, Bhagwan, enters into this world so many times. So as we gather here this evening to celebrate Krishna Janamashtmi, it says here, he says, Janamashtmi. Janma means birth. Asht means 8. And Ashtmi means that devotees, that this birth of Almighty God has come to us. And tonight, devotees will dictate the story of Bhagwan Shri Krishna and of his coming into this world. He says that all of us will have probably heard this katha many, many times. He says that Vasudeva, devotees, and was married to his beautiful Dulahin, whose name is Devaki. So Vasudeva and Devaki. And he says that Devaki, her brother name was Kams. And Kams, devotees, was the king of Mathura. That's the village that they lived in. And he says that devotees, but this king was very, very vicious. He was very evil. This king has no mercy for the citizens of his land. And devotees, if you look into the world today, you will see that in this world, there are leaders in this world who behaves as such. And he says that, my friends, it says that this king, if he only finds out that anybody in his kingdom has a little bit more than him, he destroys him. This is how this king Kams was. And he says that because of his evil action, devotees, he says on the day of the marriage, the vivaha of devotees of Devaki and Vasudeva, he says the devotees, remember that was, this king was his was the brother. And he says that devotees, he says that it is the duty of the brother, my friends, to make sure that the Dulahin, when the marriage is done, to drive the bride and groom and take them to their respective homes. And he says, devotees, as the wedding was completed, and the bride and groom sat in the chariot of Kams, my friends, it says that as they were driving through this dense forested area, he says that a voice came down from the heaven. And the voice came down, and it says, he says, "Here comes, look at you all happy. But what you don't know is that the 8th child that is going to be born from your sister, Devaki, is going to destroy you. Because of your evil doing." Devotees, somebody who does wrong, and you tell that person that what they're doing is wrong, how does that person react? He's not going to smile at you. If somebody do wrong and you tell them what you do is wrong, they're ready to bulldoze you. Right? So he says that now, devotees, he says that when Kams heard this prophecy, that the voice that came down from the heaven, it says that, devotees, he was distressed and very angry. And my friends, he then thought, in order to avert this tragedy, the devotees, that he must destroy his own sister. Can you believe this? Look how evilness works. If I destroy my sister, then what will happen? No child is going to be born. And if no child is born, then I have nothing to be afraid of. And so what happened here, devotees? This is Vasudeva. My friends, realizing that Kams wants to destroy his own sister, he says that Vasudeva, devotees, he went and pleaded with Kams. And he's pleading and he's crying and he went down on his knees and he's asking, he says, "Oh Kams, please do not destroy my sister. I am begging of you." He says here, "In return, I want you to understand that every child that is going to be born from your sister, I will deliver it to you." Now devotees Kams thought this over, that if every child that is going to be born, and up to the 8th one I have, so if every child is going to be born, and he will give them to me, so I really don't have them to worry about. So it says here that devotees, after the birth of the first child was given, he says that in order devotees to reinstate and be informed of Vasudeva and Devaki's status, devotees, he says that he decided to put them in a prison cell. See the length people will go? See, when wicked people is in this world, they will do anything, my friends, to bring even more destruction. And it says here, they put them in a prison cell. And he says, the devotees, he also decided to not only you have a prison bars that the brother-in-law and the sister is staying in, but also devotee put a guard in front of it. So if anything is to go, in a negative way, that the guard will inform him. So devotees, as the babies was born, comes, then devotees mercilessly, he was becoming more and more agitated and fearful. You see, after the first child was born, he says, "Comes now start to be afraid." When the second one comes, he gets a little bit more afraid. Why? The prophecy said what? When the 8th child is born, it's going to destroy him. So when number 1 born, he was afraid. Number 2, he became a little bit more afraid. Number 3, guess what? His fear is becoming even more fierce and fiercer now. He says, devotees, he says all the way to the 7th child. He says when the 8th child was about to come, Comes decided to now devotees, because now his death is coming. So what did he decide to do? He decided to reinforce the prison. Instead of having 1 set of bar, guess what he did? He put 2 sets of bar. Instead of having 1 guard, he has guard guarding the entire devotees. The entire prison, he has guards guarding. And he says that devotees, it was exactly in the middle of the night. And the 8th day in the Hindu month of Bhadrapad, which is this, September month that we're in here. And he says that when the blessed moment, devotees, the Lord is about to come, the night was called Janamashtmi. That is the time the Lord is coming. The Lord himself, devotees, took birth and he came into the world. At the time, devotees, of the Lord's birth, he says when God is coming, devotees, miracles happen. Isn't that true? He says on that night, he says the spell of Bhagwan, devotees, he says that all the guards, including Kams and the entire city of Mathura, guess what happened to all of them? They never had so good sleep in their life yet. They were all sound asleep. And he says here that devotees, he says that all the gates and doors of the prison, devotees, when the Lord is about to come, he says all the prison gates started to open up miraculously. He says that after devotee Bhagwan Krishna was born, he says, devotees, this baby now is born. Now when the baby is born, the baby look up to Devaki and Vasudeva. And my friends, Bhagwan Krishna, when he born, he born with clothes. Any mother sitting in the man with your baby born and you come with clothes in the world at the hospital, what are you going to do? If your baby born with clothes, what are you going to do? You probably left the hospital bed and run, right? Not only that, devotees, he was born fully bedecked with jewelries. And it says here that devotees, he says that now you think that bad enough. The next one was Lord Krishna, this baby Krishna, looking at his mother and father. And you know what he said? He says, Ma, Daddy, he says here that please, I have this gate, the prison gates are open, the guards are asleep, and I want you to take me, my friends, to Gokula, where Yashodama and Nanda Baba has just given birth to a baby girl. And he says here to devotees, Vasudeva, my friends, now this is in the middle of the night. He says, as Vasudeva is now thinking that for me to go to Gokula, the night was dark. And it says here that Vasudeva devotees, he then placed this divine child into a basket. And when he placed this child in the basket and he's attempting to cross the river Yamuna, it says that, my friends, as he's about to cross this river Yamuna, he says that the rain was falling. The river was very high. And he says, as Vasudeva was trying to cross, he's thinking to himself, I'm going to be drowned in here. And what happened, my friends? It says that baby Krishna sitting in the basket. And what happens here, devotees? I want all of you to do me a favor and stand up. Everybody. He says, placing this baby in the basket, my friends, it says that baby Krishna placing, my friends, his feet into that river Yamuna. And it says here, Chalo Ganga Yamuna Tir, Chalo Ganga Yamuna Tir, Chalo Krishna started to cry devotees. See this? How beautiful it is. And it says here that, my friends, he says that when the entire city of Gokula now, realizing this, you know what they did? They all went and took chandan, and first they placed it onto the forehead of baby Krishna, like this. And it says that devotees, they went and took a garland and placed the garland over the neck of baby Krishna. And by the way, devotees, let us give our baby a great round of applause. It says baby in our mandirs, devotees. How beautiful that, this baby is blessed with the opportunity to be the Krishna of this mandir. And it says the gopis, the kavals, everybody, they started to pray. And this baby, my friends, this baby liked to halal. Okay? So when I come up here, it says that when the entire city came, my friends, what they did do? They all came. The baby was placed into the hammock. And as the baby is placed, it says that the entire city came. They started to rock the baby. So my friends, I will ask all of you, it says, when you go to visit a baby, what do we do when we see a baby, devotees? It says here that, my friends, people would have brought, my friends, Dakshina. They would put flowers onto the baby as they rock. It says here, Jula Jula Lila Lila, Jula Jula Lila Lila. He says that when Maya Suraji, he says, place the baby in the hammock, the entire city will come out to rock the baby. Jula Jula Lila Lila, Yashoda Maya Jala Lila Lila. सूरदास प्रभु भाषण चरण की, सूरदास प्रभु भाषण चरण की। For these telling us that everyone came there all suddenly to touch the feet of that baby Krishna. But my friends, in that world they came happy, in that Gokula, And this baby Krishna loved everybody that came. Look at that. He's not crying now. You see how beautiful that is? Devotees, this is what satsang does to us. And this is why today, my friends, all of you can consider yourself being blessed to have that opportunity. Devotees, it says that when that divine mother, devotees, Yashoda Ma, was showing off the entire world this wonderful baby. And he says that, my friends, you know, he says that when the entire city came and they started to put avo, bhog, they put a little bit of sweet. And what did Krishna love more than anything else? Anybody know? Dahi. Anything made out of milk, devotees, Bhagwan Krishna love. And he says to bring this story to an end now, devotees. He says, then he mother take a battle and he feel much. See? Actually, that's not in the scripture. I just made that piece up just now. So, you see, devotees? So let us give our baby a wonderful, wonderful round of applause. Let us also give the parents a wonderful round of applause to give us that opportunity today. That devotees, you know, that we can have that opportunity to have a feel what these people, devotees in Gokula would have felt like. Devotees seeing that little baby presence there. So today, my friends, let us all, once again, let us take our seats and Prem Samudravati Hari Ki Jai. And if you want to hear what happened to the rest of the Katha devotees, you're going to come Sunday morning, and then I'll continue from there as to what happened with baby Krishna and the exchange of the babies. Here, devotees, I will while I pass you to the Kirtan Mandali as they will glorify us with beautiful bhajans as well. Om Prithvi Devaya Namah Swaha. Om Shri Vishnaya Namah Swaha. Om Narayana Namah Swaha. Om Namo Shakti Madhuri Swaha. Shri Swaha. Om Namo Shakti Madhuri Swaha. आरती। ओम यानि तानि च पापानि जन्मन्तकृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणाय परे परे। श्री कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनायश्च नंदकुमाराय श्री कृष्णाय नमो नमः। श्री समर्पयामि कृष्ण पूजनंगे सौभाग्यम्। Devotees, I'll ask the children of the Monday to prepare themselves to our closing pratna. And just before we close today, I want to congratulate my godchildren, Shriman. You know, every one of you know him as, what name I know by? They know him as Rapan. Yeah, Rapan, right? But what else I know by? Nigel. And to many of us, we also know as Chiranji, right? So today, I want to give them congratulations. The two of them decided to sit to celebrate this beautiful Janma of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Let us give them a great round of applause when we see children wanting to sit down for puja devotees. It speaks volume of what we cultivate here in our beautiful Mandir. Also, my friends, I also want to say thank you to our loving sister, my friends. All the way from Guyana, she came and she went on tour in Florida, as I was told, and she went on tour New York City. And you know what? She says she can't leave without coming and tour Canada and see Panditnani and Hari Narayanan there. So our sister is sitting all the way in the Canada Ridge. I'm not going to see you, right? She's leaving on Saturday to go back. But look at that, devotees. She made that time and effort to come and to be into satsang with Abhidi. Thank you so much. God's grace and blessings to you. There isn't a time that she comes to Canada here, and always with her loving family, we make that time and effort to come and to be into satsang. And so, devotees, at this point, we clasp our hands, close our eyes as we think of Bhagwan Shri Krishna within our minds as we listen to our closing pratna by the beautiful children of our Mandir.
त्वमेव माता सपिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव पापोऽहं पापकर्माहं पापोऽस्मा पापसम्भवः त्राहिमं पुनरीकाशे सर्वपापो हरो हरे मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं ग्रहस्ते बार बार वर मांगो हर सदैव श्रीरं परसरोजैर पावै भक्ति सदा सत्संगस्य परशुरामचंद्र की जय शरणं प्रभु उमापति महादेव की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय सिया परशुरामचंद्र की जय शरणं प्रभु ओम द्यौ शांति अंतरिक्ष शांति पृथ्वी शांति आकाश शांति उषधय शांति वनस्पति शांति विश्वदेव शांति ब्रह्मा शांति सर्वे गुण शांति शांति देव शांति सामा शांति रेहि हरि ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम Shall we all bow? Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
प्रेम समो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की प्रेम समो सत्य सनातन धर्म की सब संतन की जय जय सीताराम. Devotees, I want to once again say thank you to each and every one of you for coming out this evening. So many of you, even though the weather, like I said, is so hot outside, but yet all of you make it that time and effort to come to get the darshan. Darshan means the blessings of Almighty God. And all of you would have invested that time and come here to be in the beautiful satsang this evening. May Bhagwan's grace and blessings be upon each and every one of you and your family. And also, my friends, I want you to know that, next week Sunday, it is going to be, yet another beautiful day here in the Mandir. So all of you are also invited to come out and join us Sunday morning. And, my friends, I want to say to every one of you, when I look into the Mandir and I see so many of you here, it makes it lighten, brightens my heart to see that all of you will invested so much time to come and be into satsang today. To those family joining us into the comforts of their home, I also want to say thank you for blessing us so that we can come into your home this wonderful evening so all of us can join in performing worship together. Continue to support us, continue to watch us, continue to share the videos. As my friends, it says that people all the way from Guyana, Trinidad, you're all watching. I want to say thank you so much for the words of comments that you're making and to give us that spirit so that we can move forward and do what we need to do, and that is to glorify the name of Bhagwan in such a beautiful way. Devotees, after receiving your arti, your panchamrit, and the prasada, today they have also made bhojan upstairs, so please make sure that you go and help yourself as well. Do not leave Mandir without eating today. So God's grace and blessings, and I'd like to thank the Dhanraj family for sponsoring this evening and to make this evening so beautiful. And to all of you who have made contributions in whatever form, I want you to know how blessed we are to have each and every one of you in your support to this beautiful Mandir. Prem Salo, Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki.